Hi guys, so this video is about what is an e-beggar or scammer. I just want to address this to my viewer because we have different definition about an e-beggar and scammer. Uh, as you probably know that I'm kind of critical to two channel, mostly just two channel. It's one is the ice cream man and the other one is the Tintin. And sometimes I keep an eye on other channel like Team K and then who else? I think yeah, I think that's about it, right? Or maybe I miss one or two. But at the same time, as I mean, a lot of the viewer would sometimes will drop me a comment or email asking me, can you do this blogger? I think this blogger is a e-beggar, or certain channel is an e-beggar. And then I went there and I didn't see nothing. I did not see nothing. I'm gonna explain it. If you give me 1 second, I'm gonna explain it. Let's say when there's a let's say the channel, and then they were they have the Patreon account. They are getting the super chat, and then what else? The super sticker. Now we have the super sticker, or they put the PayPal, or sometimes they even said buy me a coffee. If the channel put all these things, or even if they start selling merchandise, I don't consider that an e-beggar because those are legal. Those are legal, so I don't consider that an e-beggar. So some viewers say, "Oh, why would you? If you don't consider that an e-beggar, why are you, very critical of Ice Cream Man?" And I was making a super chat Sunday, right? Well, Ice Cream Man is a totally different because first on his the channel itself, the intro itself is it's fraud. He tried to pass himself as an expert farmer, and we have seen all he did is everything has failed. So that's the thing. Trying to bring attention to the viewer, the donors, or whoever, if they're gonna send super chat or something like that. That's trying to explain that. But the others, if somebody's doing that, I have no problem because as a blogger, I can understand. And sometimes, blogger will use clickbait. I mean, I of course I don't like it, but I'm not gonna say, if they use it like once in a while, it's okay. Let me give you an example. Philly in the Philippines, I love his channel. I used to watch his channel, and then lately, he start to change a little bit. Start to like most of the time it's just showing the like the bar or something, the bar scene. I'm not into that. As you ever, a lot of people, or my viewer know that I'm not into that. When I see the thumbnail like that, I just don't like. I don't even feel like clicking the video, And then what else? And then sometimes he use clickbait. I mean, his clickbait, I mean, not all the time. So I'm okay with his clickbait. Unlike Tintin, almost like all his video are all clickbait. That really, get to me. So, and then who else? And then if somebody give them super chat, I'm okay with that. I have no problem because it's legal. It's that's why YouTube try to help the blogger, a blogger, and then a blogger. What do you call it? A blogger, a small time blogger, especially if you're a full time blogger. you the AdSense itself, you're not going to make so much. As you can see, everybody can go to Social Blade, check on your favorite blogger, and you can see almost, you can tell how much they're making. If you go to the earning, and then you watch, there's sometimes, it's at $1 to, let's say, on the left side it's a $1 to $20 estimate, right? I'm just giving you an example. Use that $1 and then times 10, just maybe 11, 10 or 11. That is the normal, you probably guess how much the blogger was making. All right, so you will see that the blogger was not making so much money. In order to make more money is through super chat, and then if somebody want to buy you coffee, I think they can send you. I don't know about that because I don't have it. I don't put those things on my channel. I try to give it to you, the viewer, free. I don't try to like add that. Sometimes they even add like what do you call that, membership, and then merchandise. I mean, this is all legal. It's legal, and then so for me, I like, again, I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with that. And then all right, so the other subject I want to touch, let's say, let me give you example, okay, couple of channel example. Sunshine Shoulder, a lot of people, email me, can you do Sunshine Shoulder? And I said, can you show me like a particular video that you have a concern? And then nobody did send me. So and then I went there. I was watching Sunshine Shoulder. I really don't see anything critical. I mean, he was giving advice. It's up to you. It's up to you if you like the advice or not. That's up to the viewer. It's not me, because I'm from the Philippines. I already know things about in the Philippines, so it doesn't apply to me. And then as you can see, a lot of people disagree with him, but also there's a lot of people are appreciate his advice. And I try to I did email Sunshine Shoulder. I said, can we do some interview collaboration, because I just wonder what's going on, because on one video you were showing that you're leaving the Philippines. It sounds like it's for good, and then in the next video or so, you just you came back in just a couple of days. So what's going on? I don't know. That's why I try to get an interview with him, and he was good enough to to respond back. And then he, of course, when he responds back, he will check my channel, and then he saw that I did couple of video kind of critical with couple of channel. And then you also see the comment from my viewer were very critical. So he said no. He said, I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to just go there. It doesn't benefit me. And I said, you know what? Because this is the question I want to ask you. But I can assure you that I will be respectful. We would just do like a chat. For my viewer. And then if somebody like bashing you, I will see. If somebody just come in and say he's an e-beggar, he's a scammer, I would delete that comment right away, because you have to comment about the video. And then if you think that way, you need to explain why. Why do you think this person is an e-beggar? At what did you see anything? Do you have a proof that you can show me that he was e-beggar or something, or scammer? If not, if it's just your opinion, then don't do it. Don't make a comment or don't even watch it, because it's not fair. It's not fair to me. I try to do more collaboration and interview with other blogger. If my viewer, gonna do that, nobody's gonna come. Nobody's gonna come, and I don't want to just do, I'm getting tired of, to be honest with you, I'm getting tired of doing Tintin and also Ice Cream Man. So I'm just trying to, I'm sure you guys are tired too. So I just try to give you more, more, maybe like more content and also more interesting. That's why I try to interview other people. But, I hopefully you can support me on this one. If not, I have, two things. I will just delete your comment, or if you keep doing that, I will just block you. We just have to say goodbye to each other. That's fine. Or I have to just, disable the comment. And I try not to do that, but you will leave me no choice. So I hope my viewer would understand. It will understand what I'm trying to do, because I always believe in an open conversation. As you know that I have invited Tintin and Ice Cream Man, to come and let's talk. I do believe that in conversation, in talking. But we can talk and still be respectful to one another, And then what else? So, and then okay, I want to also point out some of the viewer. I understand. I believe me. I understand your side also. Let's say I was watching, Paul. One of my favorite is Paul Doc in the Philippines, right? And I always love the interview, and also same thing with Every Man Has a Story. Mart, love the interview because I like to know, the other people. I'm not talking about Mart and Paul. I already kind of know their life story. The people they are interviewing, I like to know what motivate them to come to the Philippines, or if they have lived in Thailand or Vietnam, what motivate them, their life story. I like to, I always like to learn from other people. So this is what, down the road, this is what I want to do too. I want to do interviewing with people, interviewing, let's say, the poor people. This is like my practice right now. I want to do that, and and I think that's only going to bring more benefit to you, my viewer. And then I was watching Paul video on one of the a good friend of Paul, Mounty. Mounty, he doesn't have that. I was a little bit surprised though. Mounty doesn't have not much of like emergency fund. And then when he came to the Philippines, he got sick. He got sick, and then he got he went to the hospital, and and when Paul was kind of trying to tell the story. Or of course, I'm already hearing from other people. Oh, there goes Paul again, begging for somebody. So I don't know. I'm just different because I went through hard time when I was young. So maybe I'm more compassion, and then but I can understand what you're saying. Because once you turn on the camera and then you try to get help, that fall to the e-beggar. All right, so I can understand you as a viewer. When you said e-beggar, I can understand you. But in my book, no, I don't consider that. In my book, if you keep doing that for same person, I'm saying if you keep doing this for, let's say, John all the time, that's to me, you know, that's an e-beggar. Like broke John, right? Broke John when Paul did that, and then Paul got being bashed, as try to get view or something, or try to make money. I don't know. To be honest with you, for me, he feel bad for the man, for John. And then, of course, he's a blogger. He think that story is interesting. It's good for the channel, and at the same time, it's also a good warning. I see it. It's a win-win situation. Did Paul make money on that one? Of course he did, because the video went almost viral. It has like I think 600,000 view now. So, I mean, did he do anything wrong? I don't see anything wrong with that, because at the same time he did help John. He was able to help John. John was, at that time he was mentally, he was just out of it already. And then people was saying, John is no good. He's just maybe a sex pat or something like that. It's, again, that is up to you. Do I consider that John as a sex pat? I'm not sure, because I'm looking at John. I think he was just like mentally something is not right. He may be 60 or 59, but his mind is just like in the 20. He's just like cannot make a an adult decision, or maybe he's faking it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm just giving you my opinion. So that's what I'm saying. Especially when people they turn on their camera, and then asking for help because of medical condition. It's kind of touchy for me. It kind of I don't want to bash people when they do that, when they are sick. That's just me. I remember Mike in the Philippines. I think that's the. I'm not sure if that's I think that's the name of the channel, Mike in the Philippines. I think the one has a triple bypass, and then people were bashing Mike. I was not, I didn't say anything, because for me, he did, when he did have his surgery. I understand that also that he promised, because I know the trouble began is he said, and then at that time I remember a lot of blogger was trying to get help for Mike at the time, and then Mike, I think, was saying that all the money will be accountable. All the money that received, I will be showing, how much I received and how much it went out. I did get that. And then when finally he received the money, and then he went for surgery, and he came out, and I think that's what people were saying, that he did not show the the in and out. So people was not too happy. But for me, when I saw that, I didn't give Mike a lot. I helped a little bit. It's not a lot. And then, but what I'm trying to say is, for me, when he came out, he still had expenses. I remember when he came out, he still have this oxygen. Sometimes he still have the oxygen, not all the time, but he has he still have medication that he need to buy. So, and the I think the total amount like he received is like $30,000, right? I don't know how much is the hospital cost in the Philippines with the triple bypass. What I'm really trying to say is, okay, maybe he did not, there's some fault that he did not keep the word that he will show, the total in and out. And then, but for me, he still have other expenses to, it's not like he got a surgery and he's well, he's fine now, he's a strong man. It's not like that. He still have to buy medicine, and we have seen the oxygen tank, so anyway, after a couple more months, I think he passed away. We all know that. I'm just giving you like an example. So if I see people like, I've shared it anyway to my viewer, I would not call that channel or blogger as an e-beggar when come to like a medical things or something just come up, like let's say they lost their job, or some emergency. I mean, things happen. I try to be try to be reasonable, and also try to understand, because I've been through that. I went through that. I went through hard time. So, and then you watch, especially me, when I was watching Mark Noren, man. I you see all these people, Filipino, they have nothing to eat, they go hungry. It's really touch me. And then but so I want to, when I like when I interview people, I always like keep an open mind. I like to keep an open mind. And try not to bash them. Of course, I will ask my question of people, of the viewer, that I think will benefit the viewer. But at the same time, it's not like a Jerry Springer. We have to go hit one another. I don't believe that. Maybe you may not like my style of my interview, so that's fine. Don't watch it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But I really appreciate it if you don't bash my guests, because it's not helping me, and it's not going to help you too as a viewer. Uh, what else? And then let's say if I interview, I'm going to give you an example. Manang Konsing. When Manang Konsing got hit by the typhoon, the house went down. I was touched. I make a video. I make a video, and then I said to the people, to my viewer, if you feel like if you find something in your heart that you want to help, go for it. Help this person, Manang Konsing, directly, if that's possible. Or if you want to go through, at that time it has to go through Enora. So it's up to you. If you want to do that. And I believe some of my viewer did help Manang Konsing. And then, like a month later, I found out that she owned this big land. And to be honest with you, I was pissed. So I make a video to call her out on that terms. So I'm just saying, but sometimes you don't know. I mean, I didn't know that she owned a big piece of land. Anyway, so I'm just giving you guys an example, about e-beggar and scammer, and we have our own definition of e-beggar or scammer. I'm just giving you my version of e-beggar or scammer. But but I can understand your, as a viewer, I can understand your point. Because again, like I said, when you turn on the TV or the camera, and then start asking for help, it fall on e-beggar, right? I understand that, but not on my book, on my judgment. So I have to. I'd like to give people a chance, because I know that time is hard right now. Anybody can fall on hard time. All right, so folks, thank you. I hope I kind of clear this up with my viewer. Thank you again for watching, or make a comment and let me hear your your opinion on this video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. God bless.